How's it going, guys? This is Coach Derek, and it's your boy Manny. You want to remind me?
And I'm sure it gets some people all good about it.
Oh, look at this hardware, man. S-C-A-A-B-O. Got the Latin American camera. Showing it for the camera. Now
They got some trainers say, and some fighters say, well, I don't watch videos of the guy fighting. I let the coach watch it. Wait, man.
Guys, one thing we know for sure about Wilder, he hit you clean. Right. And this woman whooped the whole world twice. The whole world.
Hollywood, what's happening, baby?
What's up, D?
You got it, man. Couple weeks ago, I said, man, you could come in a podcast, man. So we set it up.
We're here now.
Yeah. How you like this weather?
It's good to run in. That's it. I like it hot, man. So
I'm polar opposite, bro. I like the cool weather, but man, this weather change that hit me in my sinuses, man. I ain't getting no sleep last couple of days.
I got the same thing. I got my bottle of Ephraim, man. I've been hitting it.
Yeah, I got some too. What's the deal, brother? Okay, so I know you threw Bobby in them. What was your beginning in boxing or strength conditioning? How you got started, brother?
Boxing, yeah. Dwight was my coach, man. I used to fight.
So okay.
Dwight was my coach, whatever, and then Bobby started working with us. But I've been all over, man. I got to I lived in LA, man. That's where I got the Hollywood from.
Okay.
The nickname. So man, I trained at Wildcard for 7 years.
Okay.
I was in there with Pacquiao. I was in there with all the boys, man. I don't know if you remember Rashad Holloway.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, he was my good buddy or whatever, man. So we trained at Wildcard together, and then I was at Top Rank in Vegas. Training, and then kind of got stuck back here, and shit. You see where it went from here.
You from out there? You from it?
I'm from Houston or whatever, but I spent half of my life out there.
Yeah, you sound like you're from there. You got a little more.
I got a little more West Coast in me.
Better talk. Okay, so you was boxing, man, with the Dwight. When did you start boxing, bro?
I boxed for my last fight was 10 years ago, so I kind of did it. I did it at first just to give me something to do, man, to keep me off the streets, because I was a little thrown off.
Come on, man.
For a while, man. And so,
ain't that everybody in this thing?
Pretty much, man. Yeah.
You're a special breed, bro.
100%, man. So actually, let's go back before then or whatever. So I did MMA first. That's where I started.
Oh, okay.
I did Taekwondo, and then I started training jiu-jitsu, and that's where it all started. And then one of my buddies, Calvin Green, got me to come into the boxing ring. Whatever he said, you come work out with me, I'll come work out with you. I'll come do jiu-jitsu and some MMA with you. I said, all right, bet. And after the first time, man, I never left.
What was it's such, and to me, man, it's so different, bro. Boxing and MMA, and I know it kind of gets called combat sports, and I guess it is. It's all fighting, but I think that's where the similarity stops. That is all fighting. It's such a different, and I'm a neophyte with MMA, bro. So I don't pretend to understand nothing, or I damn sure don't have no advice for nobody fighting MMA. But how would you say the contrast is between MMA and training and fighting and or sparring, and boxing and training for boxing and sparring? What would you say is the biggest contrast between those two?
I mean, MMA, you got so many things to look for. I mean, you got feet coming, you got elbows, you got hands. So it's different. The reason I liked boxing was because it was an art, and of course they call it the art of science. And so it was definitely different for me, and I fell in love the first time I went to the gym.
Right. I'm not totally ignorant to it, because in the mid '90s, I had a buddy who was he started like Taekwondo and stuff when he was a kid, and he evolved into kickboxing right in the '90s, and then he hit that jiu-jitsu and the MMA world. I know you remember like in the early '90s when that shit first popped up, the UFC and all that kind of stuff. So he was big into that. And me, of course, in boxing, so we would talk, and he would explain things to me. And I'm a sponge with anything fighting. I want to know. So it was my first introduction to arm bars and all this type of shit. And but it was the way I explained. I said, it's so much going on with this MMA, and I watch it as a fight, right? If two dudes is fighting in the parking lot, I'm gonna watch. I'm gonna try to coach them. Hey, man. but so if it's MMA, I'm watching it too, and I say, man, so much going on. I can't hardly see how there'll ever be a number. It's like it's taken for granted what Ray Robinson or Roberto Duran's greatest boxer, right? I'm like, how do you say? How is they gonna be a greatest? I said, first of all, it seems like it's in its infancy, but it's so much going on. It seems like to me like you're never gonna get a dominant guy. Like it's always somebody gonna come and topple it. Whereas, and again, bro, I'm ignorant to it. So if there's a dominant guy for real out there, I just probably don't know. But in boxing, it's so specific. We really can whittle it down to, what I'm saying, like the best, like the best in the era and the best at the
great. Yeah, of course.
Because the whole world's competing in this one thing, right? And we, punching, we could call it punching, but pugilism, this whole world's competing at this one thing. And I think that's kind of what separates us from MMA, but it's so specific, it's so sports specific that we get to say who's the best and the most dominant and who runs boxing. Where in the MMA, it feels like it's just a free for all. You know what I'm saying? Like we get to say, all right, this dude's a badass, but this guy comes in and he'll beat him. You know what I'm saying? Like it seemed like to me every 3 years, Dana White's telling me who's the greatest to ever do the cage thing, right? And then 3 years later, it's this next guy. He's the greatest I ever seen. And I'm like, damn, this shit is, which makes it fun for me because I'm like, I think anybody's got a shot where it's real. Anybody just to beat Canelo, bro, you got to be special, right? You got, especially right now, you got to be. It ain't gonna be no accident. No, well, the chances of it being an accident is so small that that's kind of how I look at it, man. Because I don't really know what's going on with the other thing anyway. but you fell in love with that part of the boxing, would you say?
I did. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Uh,
It just kind of, like I said, I went in, I never left.
yeah. Huh. You bro, I be saying strength and conditioning train. Is that what you call yourself, or are you a boxing coach, or what? How you
I,
call it?
I do both, man. I'm kind of that. I definitely do strength and conditioning, but
Uh,
I'm definitely a boxing coach too. I'm that. I'm that. I'm that.
hybrid.
I'm that special forces. I see the specifics, man. You know.
Right, right,
So I'm watching their feet. I'm watching their movements. You
right.
know, not necessarily just what they're doing against the opponent, but I'm watching stuff that you're probably not looking at. Is all I'm doing.
Right. And
Because I'm looking at a way to fix it.
you zeroing in on I I've done, you might know the correct terms for this, but I know a lot of times when I'm teaching a kid like to throw a jab or sharpening somebody, right? And I make them slow down, right? And feel what I call the muscle movements, right? Slow down in the mechanics of the punch so you can feel what's actually causing your arm to stretch out, then turn over and strike the bag and stuff. And that's about as specific as I go. But I find that when the kid understands it's not just a movement, and they understand the mechanics of what they're doing, punching, then it becomes a lot straighter, a lot, what I needed to do. And I guess I was just taught that way. I don't know the correct terms and shit is supposed to be, but not to put any scale on your punches. You don't want no vision of what's coming straight to you. But hell, I was just taught that way, bro. I don't know if there's a term for that type of shit. looking at specific shit, I don't know, bro. Hell if I know. You so
I
how
just
long
can't.
you
Go ahead.
Nah, I was just gonna say, how long you been at Maine now, bro? When did you start with the white?
Oh man, I've probably been there 18 years.
Oh shit.
Yeah,
Oh
yeah.
damn.
I've been there a long time. But I left. I was there and I left. I was in, like I said, I was in Cali, and then I came back, and I've been back for 10 years.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
What you think about our dudes, bro, over there, bro? Bobby and Aaron, bro. Some good guys, huh?
Man, I love both of them. They're both totally different, but I love both of
There's some top flight. There's some top flight brothers right there, man.
them. Yeah, I've been with them a long time.
So you have your own boxes at Maine, or
I don't know.
is it that cohesive unit? You
Yeah,
may.
we're a team.
Yeah, that's how I know.
I don't have any of my own fighters. If somebody comes to me and wants to train with me or whatever, I always push them. I always push them to Aaron and Bobby, because first of all, I don't have time, or I don't want the responsibility of taking somebody on all the way.
Right.
I would rather just help them out.
And it is a responsibility, bro. I don't think so many of these guys, these trainers take on these kids and really probably some of them shouldn't. Some of them hurt them. You know what I'm saying? Some of them do this, but if you can't devote the time, yeah, that's a big deal. If you helping, what you say, you're helping the gym basically, right? All the fighters, you helping train.
I probably have 14 guys, 14, 15 guys.
There you go. I always see y'all running and Bobby needs to quit picking on me, bro, because I'm fat, bro. I know I need to lose.
No, we're gonna get you out there too before
Oh,
long.
bro. I might need to get a bicycle first and build up, man. This is terrible, bro.
That's all right.
I'm big as a house, man.
I got a bicycle for you. Come on.
There you go. What oh man, what kind of bike that is, man? I see you on, bro.
PK Ripper. You remember those?
Yeah, man. I didn't get a good look. I said, man, what is that? A Diamondback? What is that? I can't see what it is, man.
It's
I said,
close, man. It's a PK Ripper, man. It's a 29 inch.
yeah, bro. 29 inches. I used to
20 inch.
I used to cut up behind the bicycles, man. When we was kids, bro, we pieced them together and everything, man.
Yeah. Yeah, I got about 4 of them, man. I kind of collect them, but yeah.
Them days is over, huh? You don't see kids with bicycles and proud of their bikes and shit no more, really, huh?
Actually, man, it's big right now, especially from COVID or whatever. Like I'll go on rides, and there'll be anywhere from 200 to 400 people riding.
No shit.
There's a ride every night of the week.
I didn't get out of the house, man. Damn.
Different groups, man. They got like their names and stuff, man. Like
come on, like bicycles clubs or something.
Yeah, Ratchet Riders. They got Houston Rippers. They got what's the H Town Riders or something. Slim rides with them all the time.
Wow.
Oh yeah, there'll be man anywhere. There'll be 500 bikes.
Down there like on Memorial and all that stuff?
Stopping traffic. They ride through the city, man. They meet at Discovery Green, and they ride for we'd ride probably like anywhere from 14 to 20 miles.
Damn. On it. Ain't no gears on your bike, huh? That's a regular 20-inch bike, huh?
Yeah, it's a regular, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Push it. God damn. Well, that's one way to stay in shape, man.
You got the Willie boys riding in front. They're riding Willies all down the street. Then you got some with the 3-wheel trikes with speakers all on them. Oh yeah, it's a sight, man, for sure.
When they do this, man, like in the evenings, like at nighttime?
In the evenings, yes. They usually start at 6:30 in the evening.
Yeah. I bet you in the summer, yeah, that's the best time to go at night.
Well, actually, right now, weather like this, yeah.
You can go.
Yeah, they rode by my house last night. Like I said, there was probably 300 of them riding.
Damn. All right, bro. So you say you started. No, you didn't say you started. You started out with the. What would you say is your boxing? How would you describe your boxing philosophy? In other words, what you focus on when you first teaching the kid how to punch, how to stand, how to fight. What's your would that come from I guess Dwight is who started you off or what?
Yeah, Dwight's the one who started me off. Yes. And then, like I said, then Bobby joined the team, and then I kind of went from there. Whatever. Like I said, I trained with Freddie a little bit. I trained with Eric Brown. I trained with this one cat in Vegas, and he was actually an old world champion. His name was Richard Sandoval.
I remember that name too.
Yeah,
I remember that name. Yeah.
Yeah, I trained with him for a little bit or whatever. So, you know what? Truthfully, D, I don't really take them on from the beginning. I mean, I got kids or whatever, man, that I'll work with, but most of my guys are already professional. So I mean, not to be bougie or anything, but I mainly work with professional fighters, and
professionals in a constant state of sharpening and resharpening and trying to right. I follow what you saying.
Correct. That's why I told you always steer them to one of the other guys or whatever, because I want to be that guy that takes them to the next level or helps push them to that next level.
don't know if people really realize that that's a necessity as well. Like how many fighters, I'm sure you've seen it, bro. How many fighters you've seen have become stagnant or hit that ceiling, and they need the next, they need the next thing. And that's kind of what and it's hard for some trainers it seems to be hard for some trainers to be like, hey man, I got you to where I can get you to. Now we need some help. Let's go get this, or let's go do that, or let's go, my buddy this way. Or it seems hard to for some trainers to let that happen. But and it harkens back to, well, what you trying to do? You trying to help this kid, or you want him to keep elevating? You want him to get better, or not? And a lot comes with that, I guess. But so what I'm saying is, there's a necessity for what you do as well. Just as like there's a necessity of somebody trying to build them, try to start them. There's a necessity for another guy to come in and elevate them. There's a necessity for. I take it like this. It was hard for me, bro, growing up. This was hard for me, man. Although I don't think people knew it was hard, but it was hard for me. Strength and conditioning, what you fucking talking about, man? This is my fighter, man. My job is to strength and condition this motherfucker to be ready for the fight. What the fuck are you talking about, right? So then, I think it was because of the old school way I was taught, right? So I didn't understand that shit for the longest. And to be honest with you, it probably wasn't until Quentin won nationals and got on the team, right?
Right.
And he would come home and be like, man, coach, this, that, and the other, man, I'm over there doing this. And at first, that initial shock of, what the fuck you doing that for, man? You shouldn't be doing that. And then the other shit, I'd be like, oh shit. All right, because they paying, they got all these strength conditioning guys.
Correct.
And so Q had to become like the teacher in that regard. He's like, nah, man, look, I feel stronger, I'm better, I'm both, I could, this. So it was hard for me to just accept the fact that a trainer is a trainer, a fight trainer, and now that conditioning has become so specific, it's maybe better that it ain't all inclusive, all one thing, right? Because if a guy focuses on, and again, I might not use the right words, Hollywood, but I say like stretching his red line out where he can do more, have more endurance, more, than I ever understood. I said, well, shit, I just want you to get better. I just want you to be better than what you are. So I sit back, you know what I'm saying? I sit back, right? And I remember I was talking to Regis about a gym, bro. And Q was talking about Evans, right? So I said, Regis, bro. I said, well, who's this Evans, man? what's the coach, this motherfucker's trying to kill me, man. But I be in shape, this type of shit here. I said, for real? He was like, yeah, nah, Regis is world champion, right? I'm not so stubborn and stupid to be like, get the fuck out. I was like, oh, really? He's like, yeah, man, look, bro. I said, okay. So next time I talk to Q, I said, well, look, man, maybe you need to go fuck with that dude too, man. See what he's talking about. because the end result, and hell, we done been all at the fights together. I think you know me, Bobby, yourself. We want to win. That's the number one thing. We want to win. We want the kids to be protected and win the fight. And so it took me a little, like I said, on the surface, nobody probably knew it, but it was hard for me to sit back and go, man, what the fuck is this shit, man? I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I don't know about it, man. Because 20 years ago, they may have had strict conditioning coaches, but I didn't know it wasn't as popular as, you know what I'm saying? Like,
correct. Mm-hmm.
I went in.
I think who one of the fighters that put it on the map was Pacquiao.
Yeah. He was one of the first. I tell you this. I think Holyfield
too
was one of the first I seen, because they used to do it like before the fights. They would show he got this strength and conditioning training type shit.
Yeah, I think his name was Tim.
Okay, and I used to be like, what the fuck is this, man? What the fuck is this? But they used to say, you know, he's such a little heavyweight. He needed guys to help him be strong and shit. I said, well, maybe, you know, maybe he needed that shit. I don't know. And then, but like I'm saying, about 15, 20 years ago, it really started popping up where every fighter wanted straight. And what I'm saying, the long story short, I came around to understanding it makes you better. It helps the fighters, right? The right guy, you know what I'm saying? So, but it was hard for me to well, you know what? If a strength conditioning guy is focused on strength and conditioning, there ain't no problems, right? There ain't nobody in the way, there ain't nobody doing that, because I'm not gonna tell you how to do that shit. You know what I'm saying? It'd be like me trying to tell a MMA fighter how to submit somebody. Fuck if I know. I ain't gonna tell you how to do that shit. But yeah, man. So that strength conditioning thing was, once I understood the benefits, I get it now. I totally get it now, of course. It doesn't matter though. And luckily for instance, like with Q, it don't cause no problem. He ain't coming to the gym and trying to fight different and shit. You know what I'm saying? He's just coming back conditioning better. So it was more of that shit on the team, you know, coming back from the team with these habits. I'm like, oh no, buddy. That ain't gonna work for you, bro. You specifically fight a certain way, as every fighter should, right? Fight their best way, and then so that was more of a headache.
I mean, if you think about it, in all sports, man, I don't care what it is. Baseball, they go to the weight rooms. Football, they go to the weight rooms. Swimming, they go to the weight rooms. I mean, golfers go to the weight rooms, man. So, you know, it was just
that old school.
100%. Yes.
That like, fuck you, you lifting a weight. What you trying to be slow, man? What the fuck you doing, man? You know, it's just that all that shit. But it's not understanding the intricacies of the weight condition, right? Like there's certain ways you do shit. There's certain ways, and I still don't, you know, still ain't. That's why I like guys like yourself on the show. You can hit me to shit. You know what I'm saying? But I still, you know, that's such a no-no. That was such a taboo where I come from, my background, that it was hard for me to look on the videos and shit and see them, what they call that shit when they bend down to get them weights and just stand up with it. What they call that?
Yeah. Power lifts or cleans.
Yeah, with their legs, just grab it.
Uh-huh.
It was hard for me to see that shit and be like, man, what the fuck you doing, bro? You know what I'm saying? That shit was hard for me, man. You just don't know what you don't know, bro.
But I mean, it's good. You know, my team trusts me. You know, and so it all works out.
Right.
You know, I got some of everybody's fighters, man. You know, I got some of Bobby's, some of Aaron's, I got some of Lencho's. I got people come from other gyms. I got some of, you know, Crew Bob's.
Right. Well, and that's an advantage. Once a trainer understands the help that provides, you know, it do. I ain't gonna lie to you. It do make me feel like, oh, okay. I ain't gotta worry about that part. You know what I'm saying? You in shape. You in shape. The rest is up to, you know, what we do in the ring.
100%. And I mean that's what makes us so strong over, you know, at Main Street, is that we all have a job, you know.
Yeah, that cohesion.
And everybody trusts each other, and we talk.
Yeah, man. That makes the job well, easier probably ain't the word, but it makes the job I guess when you can focus on what you're supposed to focus on, it makes it and this other part's covered, man. It makes it smoother, real smooth.
Like I said, it's hard for one person to, you know, to take somebody on and control the whole thing. I mean,
let alone multiples. Yeah, let alone multiple people, bro.
There's no I in team, you know.
Nah, not at all, man. Not on the right team, anyway. I see
Correct.
them to make sure nobody's bumping heads when they in the huddle. You know, that's the
Yeah,
truth, man. So what we got, man? Do you work with the Harrison kid or what?
I do.
He's got
I do.
he's got one coming up, man. His first defense.
Yeah,
Uh,
he's got a big one coming up, man. The kid's got some talent
yeah,
for sure.
yeah,
He can fight, man. He's finding himself right now, man. I think he's dialing in on a little bit. He's got something to look forward to now, you know. But
right.
before he was just coming in there and showing up when he wanted to, late, you know, all that stuff or whatever. But I think he's starting to see a little light at the end of the tunnel, you know. So he's on it now.
It's such a grind what these kids go through, bro. And it takes a particular type of guy or girl, right, to do that anyway. So at the beginning steps where, like you said, ain't no light at the end of it. You know, it's that grind, getting up. You know, half the fighters got to work for a living. You know what I'm saying? And they got to get up and get after the shit. If they stick to it long enough to where they can get into that position where they make a little progress, you know, then I imagine, you know, it's a huge thing for that kid to feel like, oh, okay, we're making moves now. I better get my ass up to the gym, man, because I want to be successful when we get in there, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely, man. Man, I know the other kid too. The kid he's fighting, man, and I seen him, and I know his coach and shit. Now that kid is, I think he's in that same world now. Like I think because of this particular fight too. You know what I'm saying? I think he says, okay, if I could.
Oh yeah, we expect him to come in shape. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I'm looking forward to a hell of a fight, man. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. However long it goes, whoever wins, I'm saying these two boys is at that stage where they know it matters. This shit matters. You know what I'm saying? I think they will fight their heart out, bro.
It's definitely going to be a good fight, man. I'm excited. He's in shape and gets better every day, man. So that's all we can ask for.
He's smooth, brother, little dude, man. Gus Erickson, he's a real smooth fighter, man.
Very very smooth, man. Yes.
That was a hell of a.
He's so comfortable in there, man. Yes.
Yeah, it shows. I can see it. That was a hell of a fight when he won the his title. That was a hell of a man. Back for that other kid was good too, man. He was in there, man. I'd like to see whenever like Erickson jumped ahead, right? It didn't curb that kid at all, man. He was coming, man. He was trying to win that whole time, man. It was a great fight, man.
Yeah.
And I expect the same thing on this defense, you know, same type of kid.
Bobby said we're getting shirts made.
There you go.
It's not going past 5.
Oh, whoa! All right. Yeah, we're gonna have to do a head-to-head episode, man. We have to get both of them on.
Yeah, Bobby said we're getting shirts made, man. It's not going past 5.
Oh, bro. Woo! Smoke. All the smoke right there, man. Well, I know you are, but I'm saying, how do we're Regis, bro? Are you, what role you play with him, man? Outside of, like, I know Evans is a strength conditioning coach. Do you do
same thing? I do the same thing. Regis and I work together or whatever. We do different stuff than what Evans does or whatever, you know.
Okay.
I concentrate on his footwork. You know, we do sand, we do fast twitch movements and balance. you know, and then
Right.
of course I'm there when he's boxing, you know.
That Regis, bro, he's a special breed too, bro. He's a different kind, bro. I like that kid, man. And of course,
That's
we
that's my guy, man, for sure.
of course we have the New Orleans link in common, but it's more than that. So I mean, I'm proud of him because of that. We're from the same spot, but yeah, he's a different kind of kid, man. That you like to see win, man, and he's gonna try to win, bro. We was hoping, man. We was hoping they had a bout. We was presented on the Teofimo card, right?
Right.
And it don't look like they reached out, and it don't look like they ain't gonna take it now. We said yeah, and somebody's having second thoughts, man. So it looks like I'm gonna be sending him to London, man, and do a camp with that Ben kid, man. Ain't nothing in stone yet, but you know, at least he'll make him something, you know, out there, and then hopefully get back and do something else. I really, you know, man, this shit so screwed us off, man. This whole year we fought twice. You know what I'm saying? We had that beginning stages of his career where he needs to be active, but he's frustrated, but he understands. You know what I'm saying? We all understand. Shit, everybody's at an awkward time, you know. And if you're not signed to one of the big promoters, you know, them shows and we still got on a couple of them, but to where they got their stables, they keep him busy, man. I know for us at the beginning stages, it's been frustrating, but I seen where Regis signed with that new what you call it, man, that new promotion.
Yeah, guys out of Ireland.
Yeah, man, I'm excited about that too, to see how they move him and what he gets going with that shit, man. And hopefully we get a spot over there, man. Hey, my kid go out there to England and start some shit and show his ass. You never know what he come home with. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, for sure.
You never know what he comes back with, man. So hopefully that goes well too. You gonna watch these girls? Are you familiar with these girls that's fighting in England, right? They're gonna be fighting at about 5, I think.
No, I'm not. Who's fighting?
There's the IBF champ, Mary McGee. I think she's out of Chicago, or she trains out of Chicago.
Yeah, I've heard the name. I can't picture her face though right now.
She's fighting. She's in London fighting that gal Chantel Cameron. Have you seen her fight before?
No.
Check this out, bro. So like in the last year, I want to say I seen her fight twice, just on a humbug because I was watching the DAZN show, and they had her on there. This girl can fight, bro. This girl, I see some real shit there, bro. And I know our girl, the McGee girl, she's tough as nails. You know, she's like, I want to say she's like 30-2 or something. You know, she's a champion, world champion. And this one here is for, I think the other girl, the English girl, got the WBC, Mary got the IBF, and they put the Ring magazine belt on her line. So this will be like, I think the lightweights will be like the lightweight gal, you know. But I was watching this Cameron chick, bro. She's bad, bro. Like in England, they so high on Savannah and Savannah Marshall. What's the Irish girl that they keep trying to say is number one? See what I'm saying? Yeah, we Americans, bro, over here. But so they say these two gals, man. But man, this chick Cameron, bro, is bad, bro. She is bad, man. And I'm gonna be rooting for us, of course. But
so 5 o'clock on DAZN.
Yeah, man. You know they for our time change, they on there, and I think they got some heavyweight fights on there. But the main event is the girls because Dillian White got injured. Remember, he had to pull out the fight, shoulder or some shit. So now the girls is the main event. I'm eager to watch this fight, man. I want to see how it goes. And then, was you in England, bro? Was you in England
Yes.
Maurice went out there for Taylor?
Yes.
All right, so you know how they play the game. And that's kind of like I always got.
Been with him since I think it was the sixth or seventh fight. Yeah. So I've been with Regis pretty much his whole career.
Right. And then I know when they get us over there, bro, they keep us busy while the other guys in the gym.
Exactly.
So I want to see how our girl does, man. I'm rooting for over there. You got to, these are the things on the experience lets you know, though. You know what I'm saying? Like you could tell these other kids when they headed over there, look, man, keep your head down, bro. Focus, do all that others, do the shit that's contractual, but all that extra shit, man. Look, man, I gotta beat this guy, or it don't fucking matter. This could be a sidestep, something I gotta overcome later, man. What about who else is fighting? Moose Ennis.
We got Austin coming up. Austin Trout.
Oh, where?
First we got Tyler. We got Tyler Howard.
Okay, that's the white guy? That's a fella out of Tennessee.
Tennessee, yeah, I believe he posted his picture or whatever.
We
fight Vegas.
Fucking Quentin, he came. Man, Coach, they got a big fucking white boy over there, man. And Bobby put me in the ring. Aaron or Bobby put me in the ring, man. That motherfucker punched me, man. I wasn't letting him punch me no more. I said, for real? He said, yeah, man. That fucking strong, bro.
We heard he said it too. He hit him with the right hand, and Quentin said, "Oh, hell no."
That's how I know it's legit, because when he came back, he was like, nah, fuck that. Fuck that. I said, for real? He said, man, that kid got rocks in his fucking hand. I seen that kid fight. How long he been at the gym?
This is our first whole camp with him or whatever. Okay. He came last time, but he came for half a camp for his last fight. But this one we've had him the whole camp. So
I remember seeing him, and it must have been before y'all had him, because I remember he got a scar or something right on his face or something.
Correct. Yes. I
remember him, that kid. It was a competitive fight. He ended up winning. But it was
I believe he's with Top Rank.
Okay. So when Q told me who, I know exactly who it was. I seen him fight prior to him coming down there with y'all, man. But yeah, he said, man, that fucking kid punched me, man. Not no more. Started laughing my ass off.
I was on the apron too whenever it happened. I remember totally what you're talking about.
Yeah, man. So he's who's he fighting? You know the opponent?
I do, but I can't think of the kid's name right now. He's decent. We got a little fight.
Okay, I remember saying it, but I don't remember. Is it Vegas or what?
It's Vegas.
Okay. What else we got, man?
We got Vegas, and then we got, like I said, we got the Edison, and then we got Austin Trout, and I believe we're going back to Dubai for that one.
Trout in Dubai, man. Old Bobby, y'all be on it, man. Y'all caught that old flim flam last time, man.
Not me. No.
Yeah, buddy. What's why is Austin going to that's just where is he promoted with somebody out there, or that's just
they're German base.
The company,
and one of the investors is he does a lot of business in Dubai, and it's the second home, so that's where he's trying to like build this new, it's called Legacy or whatever, build this new legacy brand or whatever, man. But he wants to do it in Dubai. But they're I think they're fighting in Germany. They got Germany a fight. We were going to go to Australia, but I believe they pushed it back to Dubai.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So he has a 6-fight deal. So we fought him once. So we got 5 more with him.
And they pretty much, are they pretty much focusing on Dubai, or it could be wherever, it could be Germany, wherever.
Correct, or whatever, but they're focusing on Dubai, but they are having fights other places. Like I said, they're having one, maybe Germany this week.
Mm. Mm.
They got a fight in Germany, but they're going for Dubai. Is their focus?
Austin lives here, right, in Houston.
Correct.
Yeah, I see him now. I didn't used to see him before. I see him now at some of the shows and shit. All right, bro. Hollywood, what's gonna happen with what round is Canelo gonna knock this fucking dude out in? Nah, who you got winning, bro? Who you got winning?
Of course, I got Canelo, man. I got to ride with the essay, man.
Yeah. Oh, Canelo, man. I like this English talking Canelo, bro. I like this, man, because me not being a Spanish speaker, bro, I find it hard for me, even though, I've been in Houston 20 years, man. So I done had my learning of the Mexican people and shit, like my homeboys and shit.
Uh-huh.
But I still can't it's still hard for me to pick up, like when they talking in Spanish, it's hard for me to pick up the I don't speak Spanish, but like what I'm talking about. Like, how you can read a person? Like, I don't know what he's saying, but it's hard for me sometimes. So I'm such a Canelo. Yeah, like that was the one thing I was missing with Canelo, man, because I'm such a fan. Like, I couldn't pick up his like, is he talking shit? Is he what kind of person he is? I couldn't read none of that shit. So now that he's talking English, I'm like, oh, this is my type of motherfucker too. On top of that, he's my type of motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, oh, I like this shit, bro. He's telling motherfuckers what he told him. He told him,
motherfucker.
Yeah. They asked him the other day. They said, Caleb Plant got a good chin. He said he gonna need it. He's gonna need it because I'm knocking him out. I said, wow, this motherfucker is talking shit, boy. I like it, bro. I like the English Canelo, man. That's all right. What else we got? It's the end of the year. I think Boosie Ennis is fighting. Boosie Ennis is fighting tonight on Showtime. Who else is on that card? I think they got some. Is there a local dude on that card? Shit, I don't know. I had to look it up, man. I see this Haney. Jojo Diaz is I think it's a done deal on the 4th, December the 4th.
I thought I read that they squashed it.
Huh.
I thought somebody got hurt.
Damn, yesterday they were saying it was about a done deal. Uh-oh.
Maybe I thought I read something. No, this was last week. I read something. I thought
that might have been a Dillian White thing got canceled, man. He got hurt. Maybe I don't know. I mean, that's two way different weight classes, but
are you coming to Regis' party tonight, man? What's up?
Yeah, man, I'm supposed to, bro. I was feeling so shitty, man. He invited us, man, and the wife went and got a little something to wear, man. Yeah, I want to. Yeah, that's the plan.
I had to go get my costume yesterday, man. I'm ready.
Okay, yeah, that's the plan, bro. But yeah, man, it's who else is fighting, man? I think they got a couple fights in December too, but it's mostly I think it's mostly the zone in England and shit, bro.
Yes.
But yeah, brother, I'm glad you came on there, man, so we could get you on the podcast, bro.
Man. Anytime, man.
And I might need to get my fat ass in shape so I give me one of bicycles, bro. I might give me one of 3-wheel ones, bro. That way I ain't gotta worry.
Yeah.
I can just coast.
We're gonna have to load it up with speakers, man.
Yeah, man, yeah. So I can just coast down Memorial, bro. In the summertime, I know I ain't coming out till nighttime though. I already know that. Ain't no sense of saying otherwise.
You can ride the bike with music, man, while we run.
There it is. That's hey, get that heart rate up, man.
That's it.
Well, shit.
Man, thanks for having me, brother.
Oh yeah, man, and hopefully I'm with y'all one of these days again, man. So we can go out there and have fun, bro. Now that shit done open up, it's gonna be different, you know.
Definitely, man. Anytime you need me, man, let me know.
Appreciate you, brother.
Much love, man.
I'm going.
All right.